Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are we all doing on this Thursday morning? And literally, I just realised I don't have the weather up ready for you guys. So, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I have been. Let me bring you on the screen. This is Reganelite here. Sorry, guys. I have so much to do today, and I've been trying to get stuff done this morning. That's why I wasn't talkative this morning on the live streams that were up this morning, guys. So I do apologise for that. I hope you guys are all doing well. I literally, as soon as I finish here, have lunch and then straight back to work. My apologies. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Good Morning with Regan Elite. It is Thursday. It is the 30th of October. We are at the eve of November. On the eve of Halloween, we got a spooky Halloween weekend. I don't know how many people here dress up and celebrate Halloween, but if you do, like, I really sincerely mean this, have a good time, have fun with it. Whether it's playing, whether it's just dressing up, for trick or treats, whether it is just having, whether you're just having a party, or maybe you're just playing horror video games or watching horror films. Whatever it is, guys, I really do hope, you guys enjoy the festivities, because, life is about having fun, and life is about having a bit of fun, guys, and that's exactly what it is, like, okay, I know it's not everyone's thing. Like, I didn't celebrate Halloween last year, but this year I'm going to a Halloween party, so I'm looking forward to it. For anyone's reference, I'm probably going to dress up as a Joker again with the same costume. Really hope everyone's looking forward to the festivities. Just before I get to the stuff in the chat, just a quick reminder, we have what we normally do here for those who are new to this live stream. We go about an hour long. We only go till about 12 o'clock. I'll give you guys the daily quota, which is here every day. I'll give you the daily quota here. We then look at the weather using the BBC weather app and showcase and have a look and see what's happening in terms of the weather the next couple of days. And then we will look at certain websites and see what some of the news is saying. Today we're going to be looking specifically at the UK, Guardian, Sky News, BBC, Independent, the iPaper, Financial Times, The Times, and The Telegraph, and Byline Times. If we have time to get through them all by the end of the hour, that's what we will do there, just for reference here. So, I want to say good morning to Millie Jameson. Good morning, first time here. Good morning to you, Millie. Hope you are doing well. Welcome. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the live stream. Christina, good morning to you. Hope you are doing well there. Good to see you there as well. Mr. E just jumped in, giving a very generous 5 gifted memberships there. Thank you so much, Mr. E. That's very, very kind of you. Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for the generous 5 gifted memberships. To Matt Parker, John Roycroft, Lee Corn, my old snowflake buddy there, One for All, and Ian Harris there have all been gifted memberships. Thank you so much for the very generous 5 gifted memberships, Mr. E. And good morning to you, and I hope you are doing well. And obviously I saw on Dave McGuinness's live stream while I was busy, I did see you give a very, very generous £50 to help the charities up there. So I thought that was very generous of you, and this is just as generous. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Alison Keir, good morning. One of our moderators. Hope you are doing well. There, good to see you, buddy. Francis McKenna, good morning. My first time in Edinburgh. First time here, Edinburgh. Good morning to you. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the live stream. Who else we got here? Dave McGuinness, good morning to you, my friend. Hope a good live stream. Sorry I couldn't be too much talkative there, but about to go do my daily chores. Indeed, my friend, we've all got things to do, so appreciate you listening in, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. And yep, guys, if you're not, I'm pretty sure majority of you guys are here are subscribers already, but if you're not, please do subscribe to the Two Davies YouTube channel as well. Ellie, good to see you there. Hope you are doing well. And thank you, Alison Keir, for the £2 super chat. Just to get the goal started, all held the DPR. DPR, what's a DPR, guys? That's the Democratic Penguins Republic. It is to support our penguin friends over in McDonald's Island who were hit by the Trump tariffs, guys. And Pingu here is the Foreign Secretary of McDonald's Island. And the funds go towards supporting the Democratic Penguins Republic. So that's where the penguin stuff is coming from, for those who don't know, just for reference there. Person impersonator, good morning to you too. Hope you are doing well. Mutty Von Eric, good morning to you too. The electric went out on my street for 2 of John from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. Oh my God. Person, that's so terrible. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it was really cold last night. Oh my God. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That's so annoying. I remember when I was younger and experiencing those electricity went outs, and literally, like, I remember my parents would just we have to have candles. We had to have candles in the kitchen, candles in the table, and everything would just be black. It was a weird experience, and it's ridiculous that in this day and age we still have this situation. It's outrageous that we still have it. Was waiting for the evening stream for you, Tati, to show up. Lol, love and sausages, peeps. There from Matti von Eric. Sorry, Reganelite, busy at work the last 2 nights. Alison, you don't need to apologise for not being at the live streams. Listen, like I said, I've always said this before. Like, listen, you life and work, these are very important things. If you can, great. If you can come to the live stream and attend, great. If you can't and you've got other priorities, again, it's no big deal, my friend. So there's no need to apologise whatsoever, my friend. Thank you so much for the £2 super chat. I really appreciate it. So it's fine, honestly. Like, we've all got things to do in our lives, and I appreciate people giving their time for me, and as does Dave McGuinness appreciate people giving their time to support the work that he does as well, guys. So let's get cracking, because we've already got 7 minutes in there. So here is today's daily quota. So I'm just going to put it there on the screen, and the reason I put it on the screen for people is to show that I don't make them up. These are what they say there. You can see there on the bottom there the website that is from www.littlepennythoughts.com there, and the person who quoted it. I can't say that person's name. Tarimafa. Terrible. So let me read the quotation. It's like I said yesterday. It was a long one, guys. The moon is a loyal companion. It never leaves. It's always there, watching, steadfast, knowing us in our light and dark moments, changing forever just as we do. Every day is a different version of itself, sometimes weak and wan, sometimes strong and full of light. The moon understands what it means to be human. Shall I read that again? I think I should read that again. One more time, guys. The moon is a loyal companion. It never leaves. It's always there, watching, steadfast, knowing us in our light and dark moments, changing forever just as we do. Every day is a different version of itself, sometimes weak and wan, sometimes strong and full of light. The moon understands what it means to be human. I love that one. That is such a wonderful quotation. That is such a lovely quotation. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading of that as well. It was I really enjoyed that one. And by the way, there's not just like daily quotas. Like, there's a friend of mine on Instagram. She has like this. She has something like this, but funny quotes, funny jokes, a joke of the day that she reads out on Instagram stories every day, like a joke of the day as well. So there's all kinds of these kind of things, guys, and they're just a little thing that can kind of, peep you up on the day, like something can make your day to start to your day, because sometimes we do need that oomph, to kind of get us going for the day. Tomorrow's one is from Wilfrid Peterson, and we will see what Wilfrid has to say to us tomorrow on the Good Morning Show here. Yes, Alison Kears provide a link here for Little Penny Thoughts there if you guys want to check out their website as well. But there's lots of other ones out there too. Just want to make clear, it's not just obviously them. My computer is definitely slow this morning, guys. So hopefully it won't be too slow for you guys. Right, let's have a look at the weather here. So this is, let me just set. If I put the winds on, I have put the winds on already. Okay, so this is today at the time of this, of looking at this on Thursday at 6 o'clock in the evening today. We can see here most of Europe is definitely pretty chilly. Madrid 16, Lisbon 19 there, Rome 19, Nice 18, Zagreb 16, Budapest 11, Vienna 13, Bern 10, Prague 9, Berlin 10 there, Warsaw 9, Kiev 11, Paris 11, London, Manchester 11, respectively. Belfast 12, Edinburgh 8. Also up in Norway 4 there, and you can, if you just go all the way up as I go, we always like to see Iceland there, Reykjavik -5, as you would expect up there on there. Wouldn't want to, this is not going to tell us how cold it is in Greece, in Greenland. No, it's not going to tell us that. I was generally curious, guys. I was generally curious. Zooming a bit more into the UK weather here, we got, as we said last night, it was going to be a very, very cold night, and as we go into today here, we can see this rain that is going to be coming over. So more as the day goes on, you should start seeing a lot more showers. So mainly people in the Midlands, north of England, in Scotland, you are going to experience this storm coming in the next several hours. So if you're planning to go out for something, please be aware that there's going to be a storm hitting you later on in the day. So please be aware of this. It's already hitting literally as we speak. It's in Ireland, covering Ireland and Northern Ireland there, and it's literally going to be coming over the next couple of hours, that rain and wind. And you can see there as you go into Thursday evening there, it's still a chilly 8 degrees there in Edinburgh. Temperatures are not as bad in other parts of the UK there, but you can see there the wind's obviously going to be picking up there. You can see the wind's very high there, very strong as it comes into the Thursday evening tonight here. So just please be aware of that as we go into the next day here. That rain that is also from that storm is also going to hit the rest of England and Wales there as well. So I will be experiencing that overnight as well. Moving into the next day here, if we can see their temperatures overnight, again, not like I said, the temperatures will rise tonight compared to last night. Last night was very, very cold. This time tonight, it's not going to be. You can see Friday 3 in the morning there, temperatures not as bad as they was last night here, so it would be a bit warmer. So if you could, so you might be able to get away with without putting on the heating tonight, guys. Moving into the next day here, we can see there are going to be some scattered showers on Friday here, but most parts of the UK it's going to be pretty dry, be damp, a bit dry from there, but there will be some scattered showers here and there dropping in different parts of the UK here. Temperatures as high as 15 degrees in some parts, Edinburgh 13 degrees there, so temperatures not too bad for a Friday. So yeah, a bit more warmer, but there'll be some rain forecast there. We'll have a quick look at Saturday as well. We're going to look at the whole weekend as well as Monday, tomorrow as well. But going into Saturday overnight there, we can see lots of showers dropping again. Quite a bit of wind picking up in certain parts of the UK there as well. Temperatures 9 and 13 degrees respectively there. But yeah, maximum temperature up in Scotland will be 10, London 13, Cardiff 12, Manchester 12, Dublin 10 and 9 respectively there from the looks of it there. And then quickly just having a quick damper on Sunday. So it looks like here, okay, very important. So Saturday night, it's going to be very cold. So temperatures are really dropping Saturday night from the looks of it here. We'll see. We'll have a look at it tomorrow again, but it looks like here Saturday overnight temperatures are going to drop again. So please be aware of that, those temperatures there. And Sunday, most of Sunday there'll be some showers here and there, but most of the time should be okay. But Sunday's going to be a very cold day. Sunday's definitely going to be a much chillier day. So we got 1 or 2 warmer days, but then we got Saturday night and then Sunday it's going to be very chilly there from the looks of it there. So just to be aware. Right, let's have a look and see what the news is saying today. So, waking up to this news is quite interesting here. Starting from The Guardian here, guys. Reeves should be sacked if she broke the rules, says Bagonot. So, Tories have called for Rachel Reeves to quit after breaking home rental rules, but PM rules out investigation. So, what has Rachel Reeves done wrong and how serious are things are? So, let me read into this before I give my thoughts. So, a few weeks before she delivers the budget, the timing for Revelation and Chancellor failed to buy rental licence could not be more worse. So less than a month before she's due to deliver the budget, Rachel Reeves has admitted breaking the rules by failing to apply for a licence from her local council before letting out her South London home. Keir Starmer has accepted an apology from Reeves, declaring the matter is closed and insisted that a fuller investigation isn't necessary. But the Conservatives are calling on the Chancellor to resign. What has she done and how serious are things for her? So what has Rachel Reeves done wrong? After Labour won the election last year and Reeves became Chancellor, she and her family moved into 11 Down Street. In September 2024, she let out her family home in Dulwich, South East London for a reported £3,200 a month. The Daily Mail revealed on Wednesday night that Reeves needed a license to do so and had failed to obtain one. So the Daily Mail have been sitting on... So I think it's fair to say, guys, that the Daily Mail have been sitting on this story. And I think the timing, I think the Daily Mail must have had this story already and they were waiting to a bit close. I'm surprised they didn't do it closer to the budget, if I'm honest. But, you know, that's really, really bad. Why she did not get a license is it's ridiculous, really. So why did she need a license? For those who don't know, local authorities in England have the power to require landlords to obtain a license before renting homes in their area. The rules introduced by the 2004 Housing Act are intended to help councils tackle problems in their areas such as poor housing conditions, low demand, deprivation, antisocial behaviour and crime. So under changes made by the Labour government in December last year, councils no longer need to apply for permission from central government to introduce these licensing schemes. But not all councils in London require licences. Southwark Council, where Reeves' home is located, operates a selective licensing scheme of this kind. This was first introduced in 2021 and extended to cover the areas where Reeves' house is located in 2023. It requires any landlord letting out a property to obtain a licence costing £945 by submitting documents providing the house is fit for purpose, including gas, electrical and fire safety certificates. So what are the consequences of not buying one? So if you're not the Chancellor of the Exchequer, what are the consequences, guys? The Southwark Council states that you can be prosecuted or fined if you're a landlord or a managing agent for a property that needs a licence and did not get one. It operates a rogue landlord register for people who have been fined for breaking the rules. Failure to obtain a licence is a criminal offence punishable with unlimited fine or prosecution. A fine of £30,000 or as an alternative to prosecution, or an order to pay back up to 12 months of rent. Yeah, criminal offence. So yeah, she's in big doo-doo is basically here. Reeves' spokesperson says she made an inadvertent mistake. She let out her home through a letting agent, was not made aware of the requirement before Wednesday. As soon as it was brought to her attention, she took immediate action and applied for the licence, they said. The Chancellor referred herself to the independent advisor of Ministerial Standards of the Standards Commission. She has written to Keir Starmer to apologise. Keir Starmer said he's accepted the apology. Everyone's saying he should resign. How bad is this? Yep, this is error is embarrassing for the Chancellor. What does this mean for the government? Well, it means it's another crap show for them. I think it's what it means. So what do I honestly think? I think somehow I cannot see a budget coming between... I cannot see them sacking the Chancellor and introducing a budget by the end of by the date that was set by Rachel Reeves. I just can't see that happening. So I think that what I generally think right now, I think as of right now, I don't think she's going, even with the overwhelming demands for her to go, simply because of how close it is to the budget. I think they're going, and I think the media is going to continue to storm this for weeks and weeks and weeks in the run up to the budget, and they're going to try and ride through this as much as they possibly can. They cannot get a replacement in time, and I think if she goes, the government is basically... I think the government's in big crisis. I mean, it's in crisis right now because of this story, but I as of right now, I just can't see... I can't see them sacking her right now, despite the evidence here says she should go. As of right now, I can't see it, but obviously things can change here. They need to sack Rachel from accounts. Spin story saying her agent looks over the property is at fault, Reganelite. But they will pin it on her because at the end of the day, she's the one. Yeah, it isn't her fault in particular. Sun is out in North Lancashire for now, says Dave McGuinness. Oh, we'll enjoy it because the storm is coming in the next couple of hours, my friend. I think they want booted out. I mean, we know the right wing are after to taking out people. They took out Angela Rayner. They got what they wanted. And now they're going after the Chancellor here. We know that. So, as of right now, I don't think she's going. As of right now. But whether she will survive this, I don't know. I think she's good. I generally think Labour are going to hold their breath on this all the way up to the budget, which is going to be extremely painful between now. Literally, they've got less than a month to put up with this. And the media are going to talk non-stop about this story as well. Why can't they just keep all their eggs in order? UK woman who booked Oslo flight did not fly loses child benefit because she emigrated. Why is my computer so slow today? My God. A UK woman who booked Oslo flight but did not fly loses child benefit because she emigrated. HMRC told Lisa Morales there was no record of her return to the UK, but she did not take the trip. But never checked in on travelled with her child. A woman who booked a flight from London to Oslo but never checked in or travelled had her child benefit stopped by the UK government. Tax authorities told her the records showed that she had immigrated. Had her child benefits frozen. She was due to travel to Norway, but for a wedding with a friend called it off just days before. She did not check in. 2 weeks ago, she noticed her child benefit did not arrive as usual. Rang the child benefit helpline, where she was told to check in with her bank, a routine request. She rang back to say there was no error. The bank HMRC told us that she had taken a flight to Norway and there was no record of her return. And explained I was supposed to have gone to a wedding but didn't come back. The records show didn't come back. I didn't even hear what I said. She then questioned why HMRC did not have records of her paying her tax in the UK as a PAE work in the last 18 months. They just said that they would send me a new letter and I can respond to that. This is so ludicrous. I'm angry if everybody has to go through this ridiculous state of affairs just because of some sort of glitch in the government system, which means they're unable to record who has left and who has returned to the country. Why is it they have to sort out this mess? Look, can I just point something out here? If she was originally planning to fly to... If the plan was for her to fly to Norway, right? Now, obviously, that it looks as if, from HMRC's point of view here, is that... It looks as if she's immigrating, but she didn't. I get the criticism of HMRC here, but surely she would have. No, actually, that's not going to work. I was about to. So did she tell them that she was going across here? I'm angry for everybody who has to go through ridiculous state affairs because of some sort of glitch in the government system. And contacted by HMRC could not comment on the case. Is one of 23,500 people. Yeah, this is the story where so many people on child benefits are suffering from this. Unlike many others, she did not encounter border controls or travel to an airport, suggesting that the Home Office immigration operations could have had access to her passenger records. In response to an early inquiry, the Home Office said operators of international passenger service are required by law to provide information to the Home Office about each service about the people on board for international journey to and from the UK. They said the information was needed for immigration, customs and police purposes, including border security and law enforcement. Liberal Democrats called for urgent answers on the crackdown. They've tabled questions in Parliament to establish how they got the green light to given the amount of problems that have arisen. Yeah. Another woman shared this year been wrongly flagged as an immigrant after flying out to the country but flying out of the country but returning on the Eurostar. Lib Dems, who are neck and neck with Labour, want to know why HMRC chose border force data over PAE records to access eligible payments. This is a good point. That's a very good point. Why were you not checking the PAE records? They've also asked if the government have taken steps to rectify incorrect border force data and carried out impassive assessments of the pilot scheme before the crackdown. HMRC has apologised twice for its errors and said on Tuesday it was stopping the practice of suspending child benefits first and asking questions later. It said he had run checks on 1.5 million of the 6.9 million beneficiaries, adding that he had a duty to tackle error and fraud. And that 800, yeah. It also said it would be reinstating PAE checks before it approached people who may not have left the country but were flagged as immigrants based on flawed data. It sounds like to me this is again people who are trying to get people off the system again. Absolutely, this is what it is. Desperate trying to get people off the system. What a colossal mess. Absolute colossal mess here. How the hell can these people run a country when they can't even run their own affairs? Yeah, this is the thing. Like these, like the Labour scandals, okay, are not as bad. I will say this, guys, and I do think context matters. Okay, are these incidents with Angela Rayner and with Rachel Reeves here, these stories with certain Labour MPs and the donations that we had on Keir Starmer and Labour ministers, I generally want a question from you guys. I generally want an answer from you guys. Are these generally as bad as what we put up with the last 14 years of the Conservatives, given the scandals and the level of scandals from the Conservatives? Because my honest answer is no. The Conservatives were far, far worse. Yeah, but that doesn't mean to say that there shouldn't be consequences for this Labour government for the actions that for the mistakes that they are making as well. But I still keep going back to this point of, you look at how many scandals after scandals after scandals we had from the Conservatives. It's not as bad as Labour. Although the media do try to make it out it's as bad. It's not as bad. Billy Kershaw, good morning to you. Hope you are doing well. Boris Johnson tells Tories to stop bashing Green agenda or risk losing next election. Former Prime Minister said he has not seen a party soaring in the polls as a result of saying what rubbish net zero is. Boris Johnson has warned the Conservatives they will not win the next election by bashing the Green agenda. Former Prime Minister said he has not seen the Conservatives soaring in the polls as a result of saying what rubbish net zero is. Yeah, Boris has said you guys are a bunch of idiots. Well, dummy tells dummies you're a bunch of idiots. Only full abolishment of the two-child benefit cap will sustainably cut poverty, a think tank says. Whether they'll do it or not, I don't know. Whether they will or not, I don't know, guys. Have a quick look at the front of UK here. UK rule change allows Palestinian scholars to bring families from Gaza to universal students that have been barred from bringing children and dependents by previous visa policy. That's interesting. Virgin Media O2 seals deal with Elon Musk's firm to boost UK rural mobile coverage. Why are you giving... Service schedules are launched in 2015. Will be first in Britain to use Starlink satellites to connect to handsets. Video has announced landmark partnership with Elon Musk satellite company aimed at improving rural mobile network coverage to deal with Starlink direct to cell calls. First, it's kind to utilize the billionaires companies of the world. The schedule is launched in first half of 2026, making the first British operator to use Starlink in more than 650 satellites to connect to compatible handsets. The new product, O2 Satellite, will allow customers to use messaging and data service in more rural areas. Initially, voice and video calls will not be available. Like, don't get me wrong, I am all for people having better connectivity. I just don't want it being through Elon Musk and Starlink. That's just my... I just don't like that. Like, it's good for rural areas. I mean that. You know, from that point of view. But... to be fair, not as bad as the Tories, but it's getting close. Yeah, it is there. It is very close to it. I'm glad that. Unfortunately, I am with O2, so, and I've been with O2 for a long time as well. Wife of British journalist abducted by ICE speaks out. We're being kept in the dark. Is he actually returned? We covered this story earlier in the week. Why is my computer so slow? Good God Almighty. He's barely spoken. Oh, the what? He's still speaking to us. Says he's only been able to speak to him for 30 seconds since he was taken to custody. Being kept in the dark. All we knew is that his husband did not respond to a request for comment. They have no obligation to host. He's not a terrorist. You have no proof of that. What's the Home Office's response? What's the Home Office's response? Sorry, what's our I'm just checking. What's our government's response to this? I'm looking for where the government's response to this. Where's the government's response to this? You've got a piece here on this, and you haven't got the government's response to this. What the hell? Yeah. We've got the U.S. State Department. What's our government's response? Okay, the Foreign Office did not respond immediately. The Foreign Office did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Why not? This is a British citizen. You have to be caring about them. Why are you not talking about it? Why are they not responding to this? This is a very serious issue. It's about one of our citizens. You should be concerned about this. Why are you not responding to this? This is ridiculous. Virgin Trains on track to challenge Eurostar cross-car monopoly with access to key depot. Business and charity leaders urge ministers to lead England's transition to a 4-day week. Yeah, we need that transition. Yeah, push for that, definitely, guys. Vietnamese arrivals in UK by irregular means will be fast-tracked for deportation, says number 10. Pound sinks against the euro and dollar as tax rises loom and growth slows. That's not good, is it? That's not good at all. Right, let's have a look at some other stories because we've been staring at the Guardian for quite a long time. See what the Sky News, front of Sky News has to say here. They've only been in power for a year. Well, a year and a half almost now. Yeah, a year and a half. They've been in power for a year and a half now. It's been over a year and a half. Chancellor has to go after rental mistakes, so senior Tories tell Sky News. Of course they would say that. Put them in camps and deport them. Sky News gets rare access inside Reform UK meeting. Reform Russia. Sky colonists asked Reform members of Scotland about some of their policy proposals, which includes deportation if the party looks at making an impact north of the border. Oh, I can't play the whole thing because it's 9 minutes and 35 minutes long. Put them in camps and deport them. This is a view of illegal immigrants from Fatih Haman, who has passed the vetting stage and is now hoping to stand for Reform UK in next year's Scottish parliamentary elections. Mr. Hamid, who moved to Scotland from Iraq 30 years ago, believes he's from Iraq. Believes this country is now drained and says asylum seekers shouldn't be here. She is one of about 1,000. Oh, sorry. She is about 1,000 members from Reform's branch in Glasgow, with the party attempting to come from nothing to become Hollywood's second largest. Reform rarely opens up with the party, often keeping quiet and relying on encrypted WhatsApp groups to coordinate their efforts. We've been given exclusive access to a branch inside a small bowling club. The group discussion is raw and unfiltered. Wow. Graham Cadwell doing Mrs. Work. I'm sick of the same old politics, he said. Asked about what he wanted change, he said, I'm more concerned about the social housing impact from native people. There's a lot of homeless Scots that aren't getting a bed or a homeless accommodation to suit the migrants. Natives first, I think. Obviously, I don't mind helping people out, but we have to prioritise our own people first. Nodding along beside him is Neil, a former UKIP member, and he tells Reform now feels like home. This is a problem. They've been so brainwashed. They're not thinking about other people's concerns and well-beings here. When he met Audrey Dempsey, who quit as Labour councillor after being accused of making racist remarks, she now represents Reform in Glasgow. If they were to arrive in the country, they'd be fitted within our culture and values and learning our way of life that would be more welcome, she says. Instead of trying to inflict their culture on other people here, like Sharia law. There is no... No one is putting Sharia law! It's bollocks! Oh my god! This is... There's no Sharia law coming! People really believe this! It's so thick! Oh my god, I can't stand that people keep saying that there implies Sharia law. People keep thinking there's Sharia law in London. Oh my god, they don't even know what it means! Oh, Jesus Christ. Question on she believes she was introducing Sharia law and where she said the asylum seekers, some of the asylum seekers, they're legal migrants, absolutely. Do you not have conversations on the street? You just take a walk through Glasgow Centre on any given day, I think, by the line of the question if you're so shocked by this. Look, okay, I'm just going to point this out here, okay? I visited Glasgow for 2 days. Was it two and a half a bit day, right? Because I earlier this year I went to a wrestling show. I met Dave McGuinness there, okay? And I'm just going to speak from my very, very short time there, and you guys can tell me yourselves about Glasgow, right? I didn't see anything that wasn't out of place. Like, it was my first time setting foot in the country, my first time visiting Scotland, and I didn't get, throughout my entire time there, from the time that me and my partner went, because we spent a good amount of time the day before on the day of the wrestling show. We spent a good amount of time walking around, traveling around Glasgow, seeing lots of things and lots of things about the great culture and history of Glasgow, museums and all that kind of stuff, right? At no point did I ever contemplate Sharia law or an issue with migrants or asylum seekers. I may have seen one or two homeless people. I may have done, but I don't recall in the back of my mind. But there was nothing that gave me any indications that said to me, "Oh, there's something wrong with this city. There's something wrong with society here." I didn't get any of that impression whatsoever. And I was only there for a few days. Okay? The people that I spoke to were all lovely people. Like, I don't know where this is coming from. Thank you, Alison Keir, for the £2 super chat, just to get the goal done. You can show the video Glasgow form on the page. I want to see if recognise some of them. I can't. It's 9 minutes long. I can't play a 9-minute clip, Alison. But David, if you want to have a look at this later on and have a discussion about it later, I think it's worth engaging on. Probably worth engaging on if you can make some time on it, my friend. Asked for evidence sustaining her claims. Ms. Dempsey said there was absolutely stacks of evidence online. There is no evidence. There is no evidence. It's just word salad. It's word salad. It's what it is. It's nothing but word salad. And my Scottish friends can speak for themselves about Glasgow and where they are on this. It's the same. This is the same crap that are being poisoned in the minds in England, the same crap that's trying to be poisoned in the minds of Welsh people as well. Ms. Dempsey said there have been too many crimes involving asylum seekers in Glasgow and they're unable to provide any specific details off the top of her head right now. Again, like, where is your evidence? You're just making shit up. There are crimes by everybody. I literally mentioned earlier in the week about a white man who caused a horrific crime. A white man who raped a migrant woman. Where was the outrage? Where are these people calling that out? They're nowhere to be seen because it's a white person. But if it's an asylum seeker, if it's someone who's black, if it's someone who's brown, they're going to talk about it. Because and I don't care. How can you not see the racism in this when you're talking about only one selected group of people? About a crime or crimes that have been committed, and yet you say nothing about it when a white British citizen is committing the same atrocities. You're silent. It's wrong. It's just wrong. And they wonder why they keep getting called racist. He accused the SNP of rigging the system when I told him the poll suggested John Sweeney's party could win to enter the third decade in power. He said there's nothing like a bit of gerrymandering to make sure the constituencies fit your profile. It's been a fix of donkey years, and the fact people speak for themselves, they keep changing the border so regularly. A review of changes to the constituency balance has been submitted to Scottish ministers for approval. Reform plans to stand a candidate in each Scottish constituency next May. They're really coming here. They're coming for every single seat next year, guys. Reform. You really got to come out against this, you know. Politics or bust, he says. We do need reform. We need to change the way we do politics and change people's future for the better. One of those wannabes, MSP's Pombo, an army veteran turned ambulance winder who joined Reform UK a year ago. The town has been part of a free political party since he was once a Labour general election candidate before switching to the Conservative before recently defecting to reform. Scottish Iraqi Association chairman passed the official vetting stage to stand for reform in May. She tells us that immigration is one of her top priorities. Well, that's the only priority for Reform UK. For illegal immigrants, yes, put them in camps and deport them. They shouldn't be here. Put them in camps. Question on whether she was calling for the establishment of deportation camps in the UK. She said, why not? Other countries have done it. Are you absolutely insane? Do you have any idea how much taxpayer money that's going to cost? Sir John Curtis, Britain's leading polling experts, Professor John Toscone, there's a very clear race between Reform and Labour for second place in Scotland. He said the rise of Reform is a remarkable story. They are a serious competitor for becoming a principal opposition party at Hollywood. A Salvation poll suggested Mr Farage's party will beat the other Unionist Party in 2026, although by September Labour had edged ahead by 2 points. Yeah, that's very worrying. Thomas Keir, Glasgow Council, defected to Conservative Reform in January, did not deny that he would throw his hat in the ring to be a Scottish party chief. He insisted every vote in procedure will strengthen every candidate to see stop with this. We will come back to this story, I'm sure. I do recommend, my friend, to do check it out. Sharia law is a religious counselling service. I thought I recognised some of them from NF. My friend at the group is with many manky jacket guys. Campaign group considers private prosecution against Prince Andrew. If I don't go to her, she could be dead. My mum facing a nightly battle to keep her daughter alive. Absolutely horrible. I don't even want to click on that one. Data center giants announced £4 billion in British investment. Another exclusive. They got quite a few exclusives here today. Sky News here. And story, I touched on it yesterday. The Afghan national charge after triple stabbing in West London's murder victim is named. Story like this only amplify the far right. My first of all condolences, of course, as I said last night. Absolutely horrible. Horrible. And again, plays into the hands of the right. And for those who didn't see it on last night's live stream, I did see the video footage of the man attacking. This was on Twitter. I saw the footage of the man walking his dog, literally being attacked by the person behind and being stabbed multiple times as he fell to the ground. Yeah. It's not like I haven't seen children getting killed in Gaza, so it's not something that I haven't seen that kind of footage already, guys. So Plaid Cymru and SNP in talks to form Progressive Alliance. Yep, makes sense. Dependence on some Garda students can join them in UK government. UK government says some are declined to rule out breaking manifesto tax pledges. Don't make promises you can't keep is the rule, I have to say. Labour MPs still crave a compelling story from Starmer. Yet Starmer's boring. That's the problem. Farage backs council boss in 100% in leak aftermath. Oh, do you? He says he backs Kent's County Council Linda Kellerman was 100% after reform. Russia's expelled their 5 councillors. Oh yeah, of course he does. He has to. The government set to miss 1.5 million target, House builders warn. I think we all knew that they weren't going to hit that target, but he just kind of reinforcing it there. Good morning, Witchy Goth. How are you doing? Good. Hope you are doing well. Alison Kears just provided a link to her YouTube channel. Do check out her content. Good to see you there. Was that a Sikh? There was a Sikh woman who grabbed by 2 white men a couple of weeks ago. I've done a video on it. It was racially motivated. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, they don't talk about they don't talk about the crimes of white people. Only talk about people of a certain skin color. Good morning to you, John. Hope you are doing well. And staying warm. Reform proposed to cut PIP payments to people with anxiety. Do you remember what I said about your mental health last night? And I said about how important it is to look after it. You see, his answer to people with mental health with mental health issues and all that kind of stuff is suck it up. That's his response. That's what's his response. He will throw you in the wall with the wolves. That's how cold and heartless he is. Can't believe we've spent so much time already. Let's just have a look. First UK Cones satellite coverage. I'll never forgive the woman responsible for my wife's paddleboard death. That's in Wales. Poor installation that left houses mouldy needs wider investigation. Government has been told. Dependence on some UK gardens. What else is there? Lost for 40 years. Rare wolf spider has been found again in Hampshire and Isle of Wight story. Thousands on benefits could have their energy debt cancelled. Developers put up 100-foot Union Jack after council. Wow. What? I'm gonna. Who's this? A 100-foot, 30-meter Union Jack flag has been put up beside of a former council building in Derbyshire to replace a smaller one that breached planning rules. Chestershire Borough Council said it was a non-RR flag because of promote commercial website. Hammer Holmes flag. Now Mr. Holmes has said it's even a larger flag printed and installed £30,000 in which the council said will not be removing. This flag was a mistake. I should have made it bigger, Mr. Holmes said. I could have made it 2 meters bigger, really, and it would still fit on the part of the building. Flag brightens up the street because the sun is always on this side, which always looks great. It's never meant to be controversial. Well, clearly, other than Crooked Spire, Chesterfield might be right. Council said he will not be removing the flag. Flag does not breach any planning rules and therefore will not be removed. Spokesperson for the Audience Evidence Ms. Holmes is keen to recognise our national period of remembrance, which is also something of highly value as a councillor. Like it is remembrances coming up as well. To be fair, so I guess you could make that argument there for the Remembrance Sunday, I suppose. But my God, we did contact Mr. Holmes in relation to previous Union flags on the front and the top of the building. These advertise a commercial website that are therefore classed as unauthorised advertisement. We intend to take enforcement action if these remaining unauthorised advertisements is not removed. The council added it was engaged in ongoing discussion with Mr. Holmes about his long-standing development plans for the building. Donuts. What a bunch of donuts. We've got so many donuts, haven't we, guys? Still got 2 more super chats to reach today. Super chat goal. If we can get over that line, it'd be greatly appreciated, guys. I'm going to try and run through these a bit more. Try and run through some of these other stories for you guys here. See what other websites are saying here. Inside migrant hotel that government claims are luxury. Remember people on the right are telling you, that the hotels that these asylum seekers are in, they're in luxury hotels, guys. Yeah. Remember, they're telling you they're in luxury hotels. Yeah. Yeah, luxury hotels full of mold, mice, room with strangers inside migrant hotels that the government and the people on the far right claiming are luxury, guys. They're luxury hotels, right? Give me some of the pictures. Yeah, this is luxury, guys. This is luxury. Yeah, that's luxury. Slugs in her bathroom. Luxury, guys. Luxury hotels for asylum seekers, right? An ironing board in the Home Office. Luxury, guys. This is luxury, yeah? It's a boat and bin in a hole located in the hotel room. Yep, that's luxury, guys. This is luxury hotels, yeah? You know, on the outside there of the Bell Hotel in Epping, that's a luxury hotel as well, guys. That's luxury, yeah? Don't know about you, but it doesn't seem very luxurious to me. Just going to put that out there. 7 important changes rental reforms will bring for tenants. Rachel Reeves considering 2p increase to income tax. Stuff on Rachel Reeves. I was spat on for being black, but Britain is not racist, says Lammy. No, Britain is not racist, but we're heading towards that direction if we don't start changing the narrative here. Brexit sees another international institution abandoned UK for Europe. Who's left us now? Thank you, Alison Keir, for the £2 for the two £2 super chats to reach today's super chat goal. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you for your support there. For Pingu, yes, for Pingu and the Democratic Penguins Republic. Thank you so much, my friend. Much appreciated. Pingu appreciates your support. So, major global travel and tourism group to quit London HQ and move to Europe because of Brexit. The World Travel and Tourism Council, the WTTC, has become the largest major international institution to announce plans to close its doors on its headquarters in the UK. Thanks, Brexit. The group, which represents a global private sector in travel and tourism, has been based in the UK since it was founded. It is set to relocate across mainland Europe to benefit from low operational costs and EU single market access, as Chairman has said. Brexit is one of the main factors in our decision to potentially move our headquarters beyond the UK. The benefits of European head office, including lower operational costs, EU single market access, and recruitment flexibility and multinational talent pool. Yeah. So yay for Brexit, guys. Yay for Brexit. My God, the internet is so slow today. What is going on? My good God. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it's taking 5 hours for my screens to switch. Independent is being really slow. Hold on, let me check. No, it's just got the usual stuff. I might have to reset my computer after this. Okay, fine. I'm just going to close the page then, if you're not going to let me switch. Or I'll have to leave the independent because it's taking 5 hours to switch screens. And I don't know why. I don't know why it's being like that today, guys. So I do apologise. What they got here? iPaper Benefit claimants could have energy debts wiped and qualifies and how to do it and explain it there. Key questions after Epstein's sex offender was given £500 to lead the UK. Unfortunately, this is something, them giving money to leave is kind of a normal thing. But the problem is obviously because of who it is, it's going to be a massive story. Home Office paying Epping sex offender £500 for deportation. You've literally got that story above, mate. Like, come on, get your homepage sorted, bro. 3p on income tax needed to plug UK black hole analysis shows. Starmer signals basic rate income tax rise to avoid austerity. What reforms welfare plans would mean for you? Basically, you work or you die. That's basically reforms plans. No benefits. No one's allowed to benefit. Everyone has to work. If you don't work, you die. That's essentially what Reform UK are basically telling people. How income tax and Northern and NI swap would national insurance swap would hit pensioners, and what does it mean for your pension? Our chocolate money and oats have been getting smaller for years. How bad can it get? Yeah, do you remember when the tins used to be so much bigger? Those were the days. Keep getting smaller and smaller, isn't it? Trump orders nuclear weapon tests to resume. Key things to know. Rachel Reeves admit breaking housing rules over family rental. Yep, we talked about that already. Starmer signals. Yep, we've seen that already. Any of these health stories? Now we know about all these stories already here. So some of them are just from the iPaper. Let's switch to the Financial Times. Let's see what they're saying here, guys, on the front of it. I can't open any of these articles here on the FT just for running. Something running in the background? No, nothing's running in the background. I mean, the only thing I know is that it might be that Chrome is updated. Chrome did open up a second screen saying, "What have we? Look at things we've added to this." And I've been thinking, well, they might have added stuff that may be slowing down my computer, possibly, or that my computer is getting old. I mean, my computer does need replacing. Reeves admits breaking housing rules while renting out family home. Reeves look at early scrapping of windfall tax on UK oil and gas sector. Chancellor seeks assurances from industry that would boost investment in the North Sea there. Right-wing, UK right-wing voters more anti-immigration than Trump supporters survey finds there. Virgin Trains cleared to run a rail tunnel service after regulator ruling. Plan to cap a ground rent causes concern among UK landlords. Crimea weather to the landlords. Starmer refuses to stand by manifesto. Tax pledges. Tech bosses back. Rachel Reeves plans to overhaul cash ISAs there. Let's have a quick look at the front page of it there. US and China agree a 1-year trade truce after Trump's G talks. There. Netherlands swings to centre and far right setback after far right setback. Ooh. Dutch elections did not go in on their favour there. Interesting. Trump orders immediate resumption of nuclear weapons testing. Yeah, because that's definitely what you need, nuclear weapons at this time. Not. Iran's president calls for a new capital to replace Tehran. They want a new capital. But says water shortages have made Mecca City unavailable, where experts dismiss the idea of moving. I mean, Egypt have tried doing that, and they've put themselves in mountains of debt. Mountains of debt. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. French socialists will climb down on tax wealth, says Francis Holloway. Shadowbrook shares jumps in London debt. Eurozone economy expands in 0.2% in third quarter. UK right-wing voters more anti-immigrant than Trump supporters, survey finds there as well. Some of the stories there from the Financial Times. Let's have a look and see what the Times is saying for us here as well. And the politics, Reeves will not be sacked over rent, House Minister says. Yeah, but they said Rachel Reeves would not get sacked either. Angela Rayner would not get sacked either, and look what happened to her. Funding source for Dominic Cummings' moonshot agency. Rachel Reeves went home without license after move to number 11. Right now I don't think she's going to go, but never know. DPP was wrong. It was wrong to drop China spy case, says top lawyer. Amazon offers to collect billions of unpaid VATs to combat fraud. Why don't you, Amazon? What? I'm glad that you are offering to do that. Why don't you pay more tax to us instead? Why don't you pay your fair share of tax instead? That would be more helpful. Just saying. British tourists question Foreign Office advice over Hurricane Melissa. Well, what was the advice? Apart from don't go to the country. Bagonot to clarify stance on settled status migrants. Starmer refuses to rule out a raise in income tax and budget, which we know. Migrants try to return to the UK after France refuses to house them. Let's have a quick look at the front of UK. British Council selling off everything to avoid closure. Council staff get permanent 4-day week despite worse service. This is the Times implying that a 4-day week is not a good thing for people. Bring back free-wielded cars for reform drivers. For disabled drivers, reform urges. Yeah, that's reform's solution to it. Give them free-wheeler cars. What could possibly go wrong there? Funding source for Dominic Cummings' Moonshot Agency. Halloween done right for kids at Harry Potter World. Inside London's haunted theme on the eve of Halloween. I'm sure lots of people are going to be dressing up. Going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people over the weekend. Nothing to hide in debate on Scottish currency, says John Sweeney. Miriam Black makes new acting debut. Not interested. This is some of Scotland's news here. Doctor finds loophole for liver cancer patients, denies test by NHS, they claim. This is just what they're saying. I'm just don't shoot the messenger. UK minister rebucked after claiming English water better than Scottish. Even I know that's not true. And I'm an Englishman. Come on, mate. Come on. Like, it's one, like, come on, look, I know you want to think, yeah, England is better and all that kind of stuff, but let's be realistic about things, okay? Can we be realistic? Can we at least be realistic? How would they get the wheelchair in? They don't make Roland Robbins anymore. You know what Lee Anderson's response would be to you, Witchigoff? It's not my problem. It's not my problem. That's his answer. That would be his genuine response. It's not my problem. That's generally what his response would be. Are the Telegraph ever going to come up with a new advert apart from that truck with the solar panels? Every time we come to the Telegraph, that seems to be the only advert they ever got, guys. The migrant sex offender says, I tried to hand myself in, but the police ignored me. He did an interview with Sky News, but they haven't put out the full interview, apparently. But I was thinking about sharing it last night, but we covered so much stuff last night on the live stream, I couldn't cover it, guys. Prostate cancer screening could prevent 1,500 deaths a year. Migrant murdered Lloyd Bank's customer after asylum application was refused. What does Lloyd Banks got to do with it? I can't open it, but I'm just curious what Lloyd Banks has got to do with that. I say Lloyd Banks customer. Very odd. Labour refuses public China spy files. I need to see the full story to know. Starmer's right-hand man backs calls for a 4-day week. 2p rise. Bear in mind, this is the Tory graph as well, guys. Women can now get the morning after pill for free. Tory and author lectures on free speech cancelled by school. Queen tell volunteers you got poppies coming out of your ears. Before we wrap up, guys, at 12 o'clock, we're just going to have a quick look at Barline Times, see what their stories are. I do recommend checking out Barline Times. They do have some interesting stories, and it's one of the good things is no tracking and no cookies. You don't get any of that stuff from them. So they are good for that. What have they got? Reform UK just won Britain's least prestigious reward for promoting pseudoscience. No faith in X and Meta to tackle abuse in politics, says Speaker's inquiry at suggested MPs leave platform. Russia using drones and deportations to empty southern Ukraine, UN confirms. All the big government reform the media hasn't been telling you about. That's been updated. The reform backlash. Reform councillors ask opposition after making cuts after desperate search for savings fall short as well there. and the rest of these stories are some of these stories are quite old here as well. But a couple of new ones there that they've got in there on their website might be worth checking out there. So just a quick reminder before you guys head out what the plan is. I'll be live streaming tonight. I can't remember what it's called. The basically it's Reganelite's Conflicts. It used to be called the Snowflake Conflict, but it's not called that anymore. But essentially, guys, what this live stream is going to be tonight, because we don't have an EcoFlake show, we don't have a round table, I don't have a guest on. We're going to be talking about conflicts. We're going to talk about Sudan. We're going to talk about Myanmar. We're going to talk about other conflicts that I can find to discuss. Not specifically UK news, not specifically American news. I want to talk about specific wars and conflicts that are taking place in the world. And hopefully, if I can find some videos to go along with them, I will do. Hopefully, nothing too horrific, that I don't want to show any horrific stuff. But we're going to talk about that tonight at 8 o'clock, guys. So if you want to join me for that, please feel free to do so. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you can't, I'll be back live again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. As for whether I'm going to do a live stream Friday, 4 o'clock before Daily Blase, I've decided I'm opting against that. Major reason is I've got too much work to do. So I as much as I want to do a live stream, like in the run up to Daily Blase's one, because I've been thinking about doing one for a while, but again, it's just a matter of work, guys. I've got a lot of wrestling work I need to get done today as well. So I want to say thank you guys all for coming along. Thank you guys for all your comments. Thank you, Mr. E, for the gifted memberships, and thank you, Alison Keir. Alison Keir for your super chats, as well as before I lose my mind, I want to make sure everybody. Was it just Alison Keir with the 5 gifted memberships? It was. Yes, there. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Just double checking it was making sure that I don't miss everybody who financially support me in the work I do. Yeah, thank you for those super chats, and thank you, Mr. E, for the gifted memberships. Thank you guys all for coming along. Just a reminder as well, Dave McGuinness and the 2 Daves will be going live at 4 o'clock. So if you could join them for that, feel free to do so. No promises that I'll be there, but because I've got work to do, but I will try and pop in if I can. But on your way out, guys, if you can for me, please hit the like button. Share this across social media. Please consider subscribing. Check out other content on Patreon and Rumble, which is free to watch. There's literally a video dropping right now on both those platforms as we speak. You can check them out right now for free on both Patreon and Rumble. Links for them are down below, and you can check out. You can find me across all different social medias as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.